Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, people of the world. We have people coming from Budapest, as far as Asia, Alberta, Kansas, Kamloops, Columbus. Good morning, guys. This is LODE Live doing our Friday AMAs, and we have a really good topic to speak about today. It's going to be cold storage wallets. It's going to be fun. We have our two experts in the house. We have Augusto and Cedric. Augusto, good day. How are you?
Good day to you, Humberto. Good day to you, Cedric, as well. All good over here. Quite chilly, but good.
Argentina.
In Argentina, from Buenos Aires.
Good. Cedric, good day. How are you?
Very good day, fine, thank you. And hello, Humberto and Augusto. And it's a very good day today.
Excellent. So the topic that we're going to be discussing today is going to be very interesting. It's a topic that has been in the drawing board for a little while, and we have been wanting to get this done, but we really needed to get a few things out of the way first and make sure that we are fully prepared and ready, and just ready to answer any questions you might have. One of the things that I want to tell you guys is just to stick around for near the end, probably in about 30 minutes or so. We're going to give some announcements and some teasers and some things that are just coming our way, and you guys are going to like it. But in the meantime, let's get this started. Augusto stepped out for a second. We're going to wait for him to come back and get this going. So I'm going to be manning the booth. There's quite a number of people that already joined. It's 32 so far, and we will have a lot more coming. It's about 100.
I forgot this.
Nice. Get your coffees and let's get the ball rolling. So cold storage. We're going to start with Augusto. Augusto is going to give us a little bit about cold storage, the benefits, the advantages, what the tools are out there in the market. What is cold storage? Because a lot of people has asked me about that. Humberto, what is it exactly, cold storage? And we're going just to get you back at the same speed so we can go on. And Cedric and Augusto are going to be bouncing off their experiences. Augusto has some devices that he has practiced with, and he has been using them for a while. So let's get the ball rolling. We have Dan Schaefers and Grant on the support side of things on the comments section. So hello guys, good day. Dan is in Alberta and Grant is in British Columbia. So let's get this going. Augusto, take the mic.
Thanks. All right. So first of all, I assume that many of you are not familiar with cold wallets, or as they can be called also hardware wallets, right? So let's try to discuss what this is and what other options are there, right? I figure that all of you, or many of you, do know what do use the LODE wallet or also MetaMask, right? You may be familiar with any of those two solutions, right? You may have the LODE wallet, the MetaMask wallet, and you may make use of any other software, right, that acts as a wallet, right? First of all, a Web3 wallet is nothing but a user interface, right? From which what you can do is see what's in the blockchains, right? You can see your balances on many networks. You can execute transfers. You can receive token balances, right? And that all that information is being displayed on the wallet, right? And you can find on the wallet universe, on the Web3 wallet universe, you can come across software wallets, which are commonly known as hot wallets, right? Or hardware wallets, mostly known as cold wallets, right? So that's the main difference. Software wallets are hot wallets, and hardware wallets are cold wallets. What's the main feature that separates those two? On the hot wallet, provided that it is an application, it is a piece of software that you interact with, the hot wallet holds the private keys that you need, that you own and you need to execute calls on your behalf, right? On the blockchain, right? So, for instance, let's take a simple example. Let's assume that I hold 100 USDT on my MetaMask, right? If I want to transfer half of that balance to Humberto, right? I go to MetaMask and I click, right? I trigger a few clicks on the application, and then Humberto receives that balance, but mainly because the wallet holds my private key and authorizes the transaction, right? The cold wallet, on the other hand, holds your wallet address, but it also holds your keys, right? That what Cedric is sharing with you, that is a cold wallet. If you see, it's a piece of hardware, very like a USB device, right? It looks like a USB device, right? And it can also be plugged into your laptop using the USB port, right? That device holds your private keys, right? And the only way to trigger transactions on the blockchain is by clicking one or two buttons on the device, right? What are the risks of a hot wallet? Let's take a MetaMask into account. If someone accesses my laptop by any means, right? Your laptop can be stolen. Someone someone, let's say in your family, may do some clicks on your laptop without knowing what they are doing, and they may trigger transactions, right? Or you may be victim of a phishing scam, and someone accesses your laptop, and once they access your laptop, they can trigger transactions because the private keys are there on the wallet, on MetaMask. But no one can hack your device, right? Your device is the one holding the keys. And as long as the device is with you, no one can trigger any transaction on your balances, right? Usually, when you have to execute transactions, you go to your laptop with your cold wallet. You go to your laptop and you plug the cold wallet, that piece of hardware, into your laptop to trigger the transactions. But prior to triggering the transaction, you are being asked to approve the transaction from the device. Cedric, if you can you show everyone the buttons that the device has? If you see there, the device has two buttons, right? So those two buttons must be pressed in order to trigger the transaction, right? What does this mean? This means that as long as you keep the device to yourself, no one can ever do anything to your balances, right? That's the main thing, and that's the main difference between a hot wallet and a cold wallet, right? This is an extra layer of security. Hot wallets are truly secure. I mean, they come with many layers of security, but this is another layer of security on top of what hot wallets take into account, right? That's the main difference. I want to know if there's any questions on this explanation, right? On this brief definition, prior to keep on going.
And I think Augusto and Cedric, correct me if I'm wrong, but most members, that had the bad experience of their tokens stolen is because they provided their 12 words to somebody. So that somebody duplicated the wallet in MetaMask or anywhere else, and they drain the account, right? That's one way. Another way is by using the wallet connect. They say, okay, I'm going to send your code. Connect your wallet to this device. Once that wallet is connected, they drain the account the same way, right? You don't need to give your 12 words to anybody for those assets to be stolen or taken away. Augusto, can you elaborate a little bit?
Absolutely, that's the case, right? And also this is something to take into account. These devices usually ask for a 24 word passphrase, right, instead of 12, right? So that is also an extra layer of security, because the combinations of addresses that derive from 24 words, the combination is quite more difficult to guess, right? It's extremely difficult to guess the words that the addresses that derive from a 12-word password. Then it's basically impossible if you use a cold wallet, right? Daniel, I see. So, do you think I'm safe if I only have the LODE wallet, or I need the cold wallet? That's not up to us to assess, right? Because, for instance, personally, I do hold a significant balance in my LODE wallet, but I take all the precautions, right? I am very cautious on what to do and what not to do, right? So that assessment it has to be made by yourselves, right? But we from LODE provide you with all the latest information on which products can be offered, right, and which features you can access by using different storage methods, right? This is like a lecture on cold wallets intended for you to know that they exist and how they work, right? And then you have to do your own research, right? And assess if you think you need it or not, right?
I would like to give Cedric an opportunity to give his experience.
In my point of view, LODE wallet is safe. It's certainly if you're not trading with it. So if you're not connecting it to Trader Joe, if you're not connecting it to other wallets, because when you receive scam token, it's because you use the wallet with exchange, with DeFi, with if you don't use it, you don't receive, because your public address is not locked inside the exchange, inside everywhere in the DeFi world. So for me, the LODE wallet, I use it like a saving account, because I never connect it with Wallet Connect to any of the exchange. For the exchange, I use MetaMask, I use my key, I use, but not my LODE wallet where my LODE token is or my LTC is.
Cedric, just a little bit more about Daniel's question. Like, you have been using the cold storage for a while now, right? So one of the questions that we had asked, and I'm gonna say it here, is I have my assets in my LODE wallet and my wife's assets in her LODE wallet. The question was, should we have two cold storages, or can we use one cold storage for both accounts?
You can have one key in all the case, because you can have two wallets on the same key. Okay, it doesn't change anything. So after, it's just if you make the same account with your wife, it's your choice. But you can have two accounts on the same key, and it works also. So it's really the choice of the person.
Okay, so that one key consolidates both accounts, and then you have both assets.
Yeah, but you have a separate public address. When you have a key, you need to take care that for AVAX, for example, you need to install the app before sending crypto to the key. Because if the app is not installed, you don't have any public address on the key, so you cannot send them to the key.
I think this is very important to focus on, and also provided the question that James has made here on the chat. What are the pluses and minuses of a cold wallet on physical paper as opposed to a USB or USB gadget that can be broken or get lost? This is a common misconception that I want to point out, and it is related to the process of setting up the cold wallet, right? Once you buy the device, whichever it is, right? And there, Humberto has just posted on the chat a list of options, right? Not only Ledger and Trezor, which are the most popular, right? But there's a lot of options that you can go through, and you can have a look and compare, right? Which can be the more beneficial to your particular case. But regardless of the option, whenever you buy a cold wallet and you set it up, right? Initially, you plug it to the laptop, right? You start it, right? And first of all, a PIN is usually asked for you to set it up, right? So you set a PIN for you to access the cold wallet, right? And once you set the PIN, there is a set of 24 words for you to store on paper, right? So it's not that it's two alternatives, on paper and on the USB, right? The idea here is that the device will work with that set of 24 words that you store safely on the physical paper, right? And if the device is broken or is lost, you have to be very careful. But let's assume that it's not lost; it breaks, right? Because of some accident, right? You can buy another device, right? And with those 24 words that you have safely kept on that physical paper, right? You set that set of 24 words on the new device, and your balances will be recovered, right?
But Augusto, even if you lost it, there is no problem. Why? Because if you put three bad passwords, the device resets automatically.
That's right. That's
so
right.
Even lost, it's okay. Don't lose your key, but
yes. Please do not lose the device. Do not lose the device. But usually that pin is a six-number pin, right? Yeah. So you have to take into account that the possibilities of you have like 3 possibilities of guessing the pin, but you have 10 to the power of 6 choices, right? So yes, 1 million, 10 million numbers potentially.
Except
right?
if it's your ex-wife, no one should understand your password.
That's right. That's right. And also there was something pointed out here, I think by you, Humberto. Yes, and that is also very important when buying the device. You should be very careful to buy it from a supplier with a reputation, right? From the official selling points of each device, of each brand, right?
Don't buy from Amazon, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
from Amazon. You buy from Amazon, and who knows,
and
right?
That's right. Oh. Because the risk is that someone may already. Let's assume that someone may initialize the device, store the 24 words, and then sell the device. And then when you buy it, someone already knows your 24 words, right? So please, if you choose this option, the main consideration that you have to take into account is that let's assume that you choose a Ledger option. Go to ledger.com, right, and have a look at the section where they state what the official suppliers are in your region, right?
And it's not very expensive because in euro it's 80 euro for a good ledger.
That's
And
something to
if
also
you
take
if
into
you
account.
find if you find a key under 80 euro, it's because someone have your votes and you will pay more later.
Yes, that is also something dimension to take into account. Consider that this solution costs around from 100 to 200 $250 depending on the device model, right? That's that should be like the range, right? If you find, as Cedric says, a ledger model for $10, please do not buy it, right? Because that may come with some security issues, right?
And for example, because I am not very confident in technology, my key have no Bluetooth. Okay, so like this, I know if the cable is not connected, I know my key is not connected because with Bluetooth, maybe you cannot see it's connected, and a cable is a cable. If it's not plugged in, key is off. But it's only for me that it's my point of view. I am sure, Augusto, you have a Bluetooth key? No? Yes.
No, my device does not have Bluetooth. No.
Okay, that's same for me.
But Trezor provides Bluetooth connection.
Okay.
So in your experience, which one is the most user-friendly ledger or cold storage?
I use Ledger S Plus. I think it's very good because also inside the Ledger you can ask for a debit card inside Ledger Live. So it can be easy to use your crypto by card through Ledger Live. So even if I want to use AGX with card, I just go on Ledger and I put USDC. I sell my AGX, put USDC inside, and I can use a debit card like a normal card.
Good. Augusto, for you?
I have the very same solution here. I have the Nano S Plus, right, which works really well.
Very good.
Really well. I mean, and this is something that I want to point out. When you buy your cold wallet and you store your assets there, right? You know that they are safely stored. But then how do you do to interact with those balances, to transfer, to do well? The solution that I prefer is integrating the cold wallet with MetaMask, right? Prior to picking the cold wallet solution, I used MetaMask for everything, right? So I am very comfortable with using MetaMask, and now that I have acquired my cold wallet, what MetaMask allows you to do, and what the LODE wallet will allow you to do in the near future, is integrating with the cold wallet, right? What does this mean? This means that MetaMask acknowledges the list of addresses that you have, acknowledges the list of your wallets from the code from the USB device, from the Ledger device, right? And you can trigger transactions on behalf of those addresses, right? So let's assume that my cold wallet holds, yes, $100. I connect my cold wallet to MetaMask, right? And I click the buttons to transfer some balance to Humberto or to Cedric. But the main difference is that immediately prior to executing the transaction, the device pops up and asks me to approve the transaction.
And
right?
then it just approve. They say you will send X token or AVAX to this address. Is this correct? And you need to approve to send it. Just not approve or reject. Is all the you have all the explanation of the transaction. But when you have the use of using key, Okay, if I don't know you, but me, I don't read. I know I am doing a transfer, so I make next. I go approve, and it's okay.
That's pretty much it. I mean, originally when you trigger any MetaMask transaction, you just simply click on send and the balance is sent. Here, this extra layer of security is taken into account, right? And as long as you hold the device, no one can trigger that transaction for you, right? Anthony asks if it is still okay to leave assets in the LODE wallet, and yes, it is, right? I use the LODE wallet, I use MetaMask, and I hold balances over there, right? It's perfectly safe because those are non-custodial, right? Wallets, and no one knows your keys as long as you do not share those keys, right? And as long as you do not click any suspicious link on your laptop, right? You have to be careful on that. As long as you are very careful on where you click, it's perfectly fine, right? This is just this AMA is only intended to provide you information on other options, right? Because we think from LODE think that it is very important to lecture on the latest releases and on the latest novelties on the crypto world, right? And that's why we are kickstarting with this AMA, aside from the usual activities that we promote from LODE in particular, right?
Hello. Just to answer a question, if your MetaMask is hacked, they cannot drain your hard wallet because they need the wallet to validate the transfers. Okay.
Cedric and Augusto, would you guys mind sharing the URL for that hardware wallet that you are?
Yes.
So members can start to look into it. There is a number of videos, tutorial videos on those wallets. We as LODE, we are just going to let you really educate yourselves on what kind of devices is better for you. You're going to do your own due diligence and see and decide what to use. We will not be supporting any calls related to cold storage. This is totally something that you have to take in consideration because we don't have the capacity to blend in and provide cold storage solutions and support. It's totally out of our scope. But please do educate yourself and decide which one is the best for you. We recommend that one that is there on your comments. But no, certainly I think that me personally, I would rather have a big portion of my assets in the cold storage and have something that I can use and play with on my hot wallets or my LODE wallet.
For me, the difference is my cold wallet is the long-term investment, so I don't need to connect every day, and my bets on shitcoin or other stuff is on hot wallet because it's maybe 2 days or 1 day or 2 hours, and so it go faster. But normally we say what I see in the internet is for under 10,000 you don't need a cold wallet. Above 10,000 you need a hard key or a hard wallet, and above 100,000 you need a multi-sig wallet. But I don't know if you agree, Augusto, but
yes,
that's what I read.
Yes.
And you know what I think it's in the capacity of everybody. What somebody probably worked a lot to put $1,000 into a crypto, and it's a lot for them. Then you gotta do what you gotta do to keep your assets safe. If that's the case, you can have 100,000 or you can have 1,000, but it's your level of comfort, right?
Yeah, but it's easy for 10 under 10,000. It's a hot wallet. Above 10,000, it costs you 100 USD, so it's not so much to cover more than. And for 100,000, you can. Well, I don't know how much is a multisig because I don't have actually. but it's not much expensive to cover 100,000 USDC.
I see some questions coming about micropayments. I think that Dan and Paul are answering those. The only way to access LODE accounts currently is through LODE Wallet. This one is Bradley. Through the LODE Wallet.
Yes and no. That's my answer. And why yes or no? Because you can transfer. I mean, you do have access to your LODE account, right? But keep in mind that you hold the 12 words pointing to your LODE account. So, for instance, if you want to access those assets from MetaMask, right? What you have to do is you have to import your 12-word seed phrase to MetaMask, and then you will see that balance being reflected on MetaMask as well. Because keep in mind that wallets are only user interfaces that display the information that is being held by the network, Avalanche, for instance, right? They are not the blockchain, right? They display the information on the blockchain. So if you pass that 12-word seed phrase to any other wallet, they will reflect the very same information, the very same balances. And you will be able to act on those balances upon your willingness to do, right? Because you do have and you do hold the private keys. And that is why we always point out that you have to protect your private keys, because those entitles you to access your funds and to transfer or do any operation on those funds, right? There is a very interesting question here. For multisig, one needs multiple cold wallets, correct? Multisig is actually a smart contract, right? Which requires many signers to execute an operation, right? My answer here is that if you want each signer to be related to a different cold wallet, yes. But a signer can come from a hot wallet or from a cold wallet, right? So here the thing to clarify is that a multisig wallet is not a wallet itself; it's a smart contract, right? That's a bit technical, but there is a difference, right? And the signer can be a hot wallet or a cold wallet. I can trigger a multisig transaction from MetaMask or from Ledger, right? Private keys. Does this mean the 12 words? Yes. Here, I mean, you must be very careful to keep your seed phrase, which is the 12 words, to you, right?
Thank you, guys. Let's see if there is any other question related to cold storage. What are 3 examples? Okay, that's down.
Yeah, LTC can be stored in a hard wallet because mine is stored in a hard wallet. But when we will have the vesting period, we will need to transfer them back to LODE wallet to make the vesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Later, 24 words, and you can put your 12 words inside the MetaMask if you want.
With Julian.
It depends on what you want to do. I have 3 different wallets because it's not for the same use. For example, my LODE is on one wallet, and my other crypto is on other wallet. My long term and my short term can be on the third wallet. It depends how you use crypto and how you use the exchange.
Yeah. And I think this has to do probably, Rick, in regards to the risks of losing one hardware wallet. But we learned earlier that you have multiple ways to recover your assets, right?
Yeah.
So
That's right.
yeah. So yeah, that's the answer. I think we're in the half an hour mark. We're going to just give you just a quick announcement. And we have been, the team, the developing team, the steering committee, the tech team, Augusto, Cedric, and everybody else that is closely involved in this one. We are planning for the vesting period to be released on June 21st.
Yeah.
2024. So we are giving you this teaser, if you like. It's going to be a vesting period for June 21st, 2024. On June 1st, approximately first week of June, what we are going to do is to set up a team of testers. And it's going to be chosen from the community, from this community that we have right now. If you guys hold a low token classics and you would like to be part of this testing team, then please send us an email. I'm going to put my email here because I'm going to be coordinating the testing team. And you can help us to get this off the ground. Augusto?
There is, I'm reading something here actually. There is no estimated time when you will be able to connect the ledger to the LODE wallet, but we intend to place a solution shortly. This means in the next month or so, right? That is the intention, right? And that is also why we start talking about cold wallet solutions, right?
And maybe it will be not on the Load wallet. It will be a website, but it could be there will be normally a solution for Code Wallet to vest the LTC.
So yes, regarding also what Humberto has just mentioned, we will be launching the vesting scheme on June the 21st, and this will be the opportunity for you to redeem your LTCs for LODE tokens, right, on Avalanche. So every month you will be entitled to 4% of your initial deposit, right? So on a 25-month period, you will be holding the total of your LODE tokens, right?
And every 30 days, you have the choice to claim it or to stake it. And if you stake it, you will you will earn an interest paid in LODE token. Paid in 25 months, if I am correct,
Right.
during
That's
25 months.
That's right.
And there is a lot of information that is going to be coming up in the next, starting next week. It's a lot of other projects and sub projects that are coming together with the vesting. And we will have an AMA specifically designated for vesting and staking.
Mhm.
So we think could be next Friday when we do that AMA. But we'll evaluate with Augusto, with Cedric, if that's something that we can do for next Friday. If not, for sure for the following. But we need to make sure that we're ready to go with a testing team and get that going. Antonio is asking about Shiba Inu. So, Anthony, we are our developing team and then our steering committee meets with the Shiba community regularly. And one of the steps that we need to take first is making sure that we move into the vesting and make sure that we have our tokens available. happen as a vesting. So we will know more as the days go by, but the meetings are hot. The meetings are very promising, and we're going to get that rolling ASAP. And there's going to be another announcement that will be coming up in due time. Any other questions, guys? Chris is asking about micro payouts. I think Paul had answered something before. Chris, let me see. Let me see if I find Paul's right there. Yeah, Paul answered this. I think it's gonna be coming soon. There were some. There you go. Yeah.
Just another information. Actually, there is a scam token on AVAX called AVAX, which try to be passed for the Avalanche token. So take care of this because it's not the good one. I don't know, Gusto, if you have seen the
I haven't
new
heard
scam.
that. No.
Okay, so there is a new token, and he has the same logo as AVAX. He also has the gas image, but he's called AVAX, not Avalanche. So be aware that the AVAX token with the logo AVAX is not the good one. It's the Avalanche, the good one.
Yeah. And I saw in the channels, Cedric and Augusto, that Ian posted about this scam about people intercepting transactions, buy and send, where the first digits of public key are the same one as the last digits, and then they use this scam to quickly take your
Okay,
assets.
but it's very easy to correct this. You need to, when you send to address, you should not use your history of transaction. You should use the Avascan, or you should use the address contact of your wallet. So like this, you know, you are sure you sent at the good address, because the people send you a lot of transaction with the same number. So like this, you think it's your wallet, but it's not yours. It's a hack wallet, and just because people copy the address inside their history and not inside the real.
And it's always a good practice to ask the recipient where to send the address and to store that address for future reference on a document, right?
Or in your address book. In the address book inside MetaMask,
right.
It's easy.
That's right.
It's easy. You don't need to note it.
That is exactly it. Yes.
So here Grant is saying micropayments go to the LODE wallet airdrop address. Just make sure, guys, this is another announcement. We have repeated this one in a couple other AMAs. Make sure that the airdrop address is the same as your receiving address in your AGX in this case, right? Because if they are different, then probably the airdrop address is an old wallet that you don't have access anymore. So you have to make sure that in your current wallet, your airdrop address is the same as in your receiving address. I don't know if this makes sense. If it's not, just change it. If you cannot or you don't know how to, reach out to support, because this is very important. Paul sends assets to the airdrop address because that's the one that you indicated that was your address. Somehow it changed for another one. You create another wallet, create another set of words, and that airdrop address remained connected to the old one. So if you are receiving assets to the old airdrop address, then you're going to be losing those assets. Just make sure that your airdrop address is the same as your receiving address in your wallet. Okay.
But
yeah, guys.
Augusto, maybe you can confirm. Normally, no. The micropayment is paid on the AVAX where the token are.
Yes, that's right. That's
Okay,
right.
so
We always do
the
check.
address, yes, but the address we do before, it's when we had Hyperledger and all the old system. Now, if you have your token on the AVAX, on your AVAX address, the token, the reward will go automatically on the address where the token is in AVAX. So
That's
you don't need to configure anything.
That's
Just,
right.
okay.
The very same wallet address that is holding your LODE balance is the LODE address that will receive your rewards, your payments.
What Umberto was speaking, it's when we are on Hyperledger before, so it was a bit more complicated. But now, if you have your LODE token on AVAX, it's very easy. All is automatic.
Because it goes to the same address. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris is saying if you send your LODE to
Yes.
hard wallet.
Yes, it's a different address because when you have a hard wallet, it's the address of the hard wallet. But you can import your address inside MetaMask, because when you go on MetaMask, you can import an address, and he say, do you want to import a hard wallet? You click on it, and it will propose the address of the hard wallet.
Okay, good. We're just about to wrap it up. Again, the invitation is to email me, those of you that wish to be part of the testing team, and I'll be considering your proposition. And any other questions for the cold storage before we wrap it up? Chris?
Yes. Yes. Because the reward is paid on the address, not on the wallet.
That's right.
Okay, so yes, it will go to the hard wallet.
Good. Very nice. I think we reached the end, guys. I think we can start saying goodbye and keep going with our day. Augusto, thank you very much. Any closing remarks?
No. I think it has been a really productive AMA. I think we have sorted out many of your questions, and we have opened the door for you. I think mostly, right? We have opened the door for you to have a look at cold wallets and to compare and contrast the solutions that already exist in the Web3 environment.
Good. Thank you. Cedric, any last remarks?
But the best thing is to educate yourself about crypto, about all, because we cannot do it for you. The crypto, it's your key, so it's your responsibilities for your token, and you need to educate. But you can still join us on the Telegram. I am on the Anglo Telegram and the Franco Telegram, and Umberto is also there. You still can ask there or send us a private message, but we will not send you a private message. Okay.
Okay. So you have a nice call right there, Cedric.
Yeah.
Okay. Take care, guys. For me, it's been great having Augusto and Cedric here. We're going to be preparing for our next AMA, and we'll announce it next Tuesday. And you guys be ready for the emails announcing the vesting and staking and other projects that are on the go. Very interesting summer we're fading.
Thanks very much, guys, for attending, and see you next Friday.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.